I was doing a couple different TV shows, and I heard that Busted Up wanted DDP.
Busted Open! It's Busted Open!
They told me Busted Up. Busted
My
Open.
goodness. We wouldn't call you like Diamond Fort Worth page. We call you Diamond Dallas page.
Right.
Come on.
Hey, you know what? You're absolutely right, because when people call YRG yoga, I go, it's not yoga. It's YRG. Right. And I go, how about if I call you, instead of being Gold's Gym, call it Billy Bob's Gym?
Exactly.
And so I get it. So you're absolutely right. I am totally humbled by that comment, and you're right. I will never, ever, ever forget again.
Well, yoga for regular guys, correct?
That's how it started.
Okay, so give us a little bit on this, because first of all, you look, and you're in your 50s now.
53.
You look like you're in great shape, probably better shape than you were in your end of your WCW and then the WWF days.
Physically, absolutely. I'm stronger right now than I've ever been in my life. And it's mainly because it's all core strength, body to body. But for how YRG ever became a reality was only because of adversity. And what happened is I ruptured my L4 and L5 going into 99. And, my career I didn't start wrestling until I was 35. My career didn't take off till I was 39, and that's when Pro Wrestling Illustrated voted me Most Improved Wrestler of the Year. And if you look at that list of guys, 85% of those guys became top guys. So that was like a shoot award. Right. And then 96, wrestling blew up huge, and so did Diamond Dallas Page. 97, 98, I was on fire. I was doing 273 to 276 days in the ring a year. Wow. And going hard, because even if it was in a house show, I still put it on like it was Monday Night Nitro, because that's who I am and that's how I do things. And eventually, it was a power bomb by Nash, but it wasn't the bump. It was all of the bumps. Right. Being 42 years old, wringing myself to the edge of the last little, straw in the camel's back, and bang. And I was like, okay.
Bang!
Bang!
Sorry.
Big bang.
I had to do that.
Good comeback. So I went to the docs, and I went to 3 different doctors, and 3 doctors told me my wrestling career was over. I was like, no, dude, I just signed a multi-million-dollar deal. I've never really made any money up till now, and I'm living the dream. This can't happen. And I'm back at home, and I'm really humbled, and really bummed. And I call it emotional gravity. Each one of us have the ability to pull ourselves down into the darkest depths.
True.
But we also have the ability to pull ourselves back up. And sometimes you got to listen to what people say. And around that time, I was still with Kim, and she'd come up from downstairs like soaking wet. And I go, God, man, when you're killing that cardio down there. 'Cause remember, I'm not home. I'm gone all the time. I see her at Nitros and Thunders, and when I get home for my 37 hours once in a while. And she goes, no, I'm doing that yoga tape down there. I went, yeah, right. She goes, no, seriously, I'm doing yoga. I go, stop it. She goes, you should try it, Paige. It could heal your body. I went, fuck that. I'm not doing that. That's for chicks, man. That's not for me. And she said, listen, you're going nowhere. Your contract's about to get cut in half. And I know you're not ready to give this up yet. She said, you are the most adaptable person I know. You're trying to tell me you can't come down and try one workout with me. Reluctantly, I went down there. I did a workout, and very limited what I could do. And I was like, wow, I'm sweating my ass off. There's something here. So I started doing it every single day. And within 3 weeks, Mikey, I felt a significant difference in my flexibility starting to come back and a little bit of strength. But the reality was yoga wasn't intense enough for me. Right. So I started engineering other workout exercises into it. I started doing slow motion, old school calisthenics with counting 3, 2, 1 or 5, 3, 2, 1 or 10, 9, 8, and just doing a count in between, like lowering. So I would develop this thing called dynamic resistance. And what it is the engaging of muscles as you move from one position to another. It's like lifting weights, but no weights. Right. So you're creating your own resistance. I found that jacked my heart rate up and got me in the fat burning zone standing still. And I would even sweat more. And I'm looking at my heart rate going, oh my God, this really works. Then I added Pilates, some rehabilitation moves, and I added in mixed martial arts. Now I've got, over a period of time, in 3 months, I started doing it 2 and 3 times a day to heal my body and eating really, really, really clean. Sure. In less than 3 months, I was back in the ring. So think about this. At 42 years old, they tell me my wrestling career's over. 3 doctors. At 43, I'm the heavyweight champion of the world. So, I don't really listen to doctors. I listen to my own doctor inside myself and try to heal myself. Since then, I have gone on to write a book called Yoga for Regular Guys, which was really yoga meets tits and ass. It was hot-looking chicks and regular guys. I was just trying to pull guys in. And then I did a DVD series called the YRG Workout because I had to give it a, what's it called, an acronym?
Sure.
Because
everybody loves acronyms
yeah,
nowadays.
DDP, YRG.
You are
WWE. Yeah, I am an acronym. Very good. So I found so many women gravitating to the workout, which really blew my mind. And I had so many regular guys that you wouldn't be caught dead in a million years doing this version of what it could be considered yoga. I like to consider it's yoga for guys who wouldn't be caught dead doing yoga. If you want the benefits of it, but you want to get the cardiovascular workout in, because think about it, there's 3 tenets of fitness. There's strength, there's flexibility, and there's cardiovascular. In strength, you lift weights and you get strong and you build muscle. Do you get any flexibility?
No.
Do you get any cardio in that?
No.
Okay. Let's go to cardiovascular. Running. Let's say you're a sprinter or you're a miler. You're in decathlons or you run 5Ks, whatever. You're going to build incredible endurance. You're going to build your legs up. But are you going to build any upper body strength?
Usually you're pretty skinny, those guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what about flexibility?
No.
0.
None.
They got to stretch before and after. Now let's go to flexibility. Let's call yoga flexibility. You're going to get amazing flexibility, right? But you're also going to build some core strength, but you're not really going to get that upper body strength. And most yoga, you will not get that cardiovascular conditioning. With YRG, you get strength, you get flexibility, and you get cardio. It's one workout and all that anyone can do at any level. Now, Dave, you saw the video of Arthur. Have you ever seen it?
No.
If you're listening right now and just pull it up, yrgfitness.com, and there's videos on the left-hand side. You'll see Arthur walks again. What I did in wrestling, man, it was the coolest thing ever to have been able to live my dream of an 8-year-old child of becoming a world champion. I mean, come on. I mean, that's like a fairy tale shit. But what I'm doing today, man, is so much cooler. I got this guy, Arthur. They're calling him the greatest transformation in fitness history. He was 47 years old when I got in touch with him, or when he got in touch with me. He bought my DVDs, the first old school YRG workouts. And everybody who bought them got an email directly from me. A lot of people didn't believe it was me, but it wasn't. It was me. It really was. And he wrote back I said, listen, everybody I would say, listen, I don't want you to buy anything. You already bought the program, so I'm not trying to sell you something. What I'd like to know is, what do you think about it? And I gave him 5 questions. He was so thorough. Then he came back with these answers. I was like, wow, you need let me help you out here. What are you looking to do? I found out he was a disabled veteran, walking on canes for over 15 years. He was 297 pounds and 5'6", and relegated to thinking of himself as a piece of furniture. So I said, send me some pictures so I can see what I'm dealing with here. And I'm going to show you the pictures while we're on the air, just so you can see.
While DDP shows us the pictures, let's catch up on our breaks. We'll take a break right now. We'll take a look at this. We'll continue this story. We'll get to know more about DDP as a kid. We'll get to know about DDP the manager, because don't forget, as Diamond Dallas just told us just now, he started off with, first of all, really bad knee injury, correct? Bad knee injury. So, not the easiest run to stardom and, becoming world heavyweight champion at 42. It's an unbelievable story. So we'll get more into DDP. We'll get more into YRG. We're all about the acronyms today on BO, baby. Back after this.
BO. McGregor and Mortman. Busted Open on Sirius XM Radio.